What's up, people? How y'all doing? Came in, it's a good little day. Got off today. Rainy weather. We gonna get a good chance to look at the market in action while we in here today. We gonna go over a few things about the CPI data, the move that Bitcoin is making, my opinions on such, and if any of you guys want to come in and talk or ask questions, that would be good. All right, so salute to everybody in here. We gonna play a few songs to get the people to come in, while everybody's waiting, and see what we got going on.
I know you mad.
What's up, Miss Nene?
Never debate with them. If they say you lacking it, you know you living. Don't listen, cause they just got hating them. They got the block, okay, they got the block. That boy Goldie, he got the whole state with him. They got no buzz, they get no love. That's why promoters don't pay for them. Choppers on choppers on choppers on choppers. My goonies are let off a K for them. Yo, I'm getting money, they want me to co-sign they hustle, but I never ate with them. We did not shoot in the gym, I did not push no weight with them. Meet me on Cape and then. If Philly don't know you, you must be an op. I swear you do not wanna play with them. Pull up on the edge, if Oscar don't know him, I swear I cannot get okay with him. I don't trust no one, man, I don't trust no one. I swear I am not gonna fake with them. Them bitches be bad, them bitches bad. I said I am not gonna pay for them. But it ain't tricking if you know you got it. I set up a trip to LA for them. Got some Cali bun and do safe for them. And they go both ways, it's okay with them. They both wanted coke, so I gave them some. They turned up and I had my way with them. And then I had nothing to say to them. Then I had nothing to say to them. Yeah. I said I had nothing to say to them. I know you mad. I'm driving so fast and yo, I feel like I'm about to crash. But I got A, so you know I'ma get to this bag. Chick in my passenger seat and you see that she bad. So I know you mad. 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 I know you mad.
What's up, Black? What's up, Nene? Yeah, I see Mill Ticket. He dropped something today. It was motivational stuff, man. I salute that brother, man. He do his thing. Shout out to Mill Ticket. We looking at inflation. I mean, the CPI data coming out. It came out a little 6.4%. Show you a few articles on that. We're gonna look at Bitcoin move, and I want you to see what I was talking about yesterday and how it's looking like what I was saying might play out.
I believe in money, power, and respect. First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. After you get the fucking power, motherfuckers rule with respect. Money, power, respect, what you need in life. Money, power, respect, what you eating right. Money, power, respect, money, power, respect. Money, power,
hey, yo, my whole clique bout it. We take yours, why you proud about it?
The last one left, let my cash invest in stock. Came a long way from blasting, checks on blocks. Went from Seiko to Rolex, owning acres. From the projects with no chips to large cake though.
You want it more important than throwing away money? Credit. You ever wonder why Jewish people own all the property in America? This how they did it. Financial freedom, my only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke. I bought some artwork for $1 million. 2 years later, that shit worth $2 million. Few years later, that shit worth $8 million. I can't wait to get this shit to my children. Y'all think it's bougie, I'm like, it's fine, but I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. I turn a 2 to a 4, 4 to a 8.
Bought a little polka dot, bought a little V-Chain, bought a little Say Moon, house got safe room, party out of Cancun, fucking with the Coinbase Pro, got Zcash, fucking with the Robin Hood out, got a free bag, and I'm on the blockchain, burning on blockchain, down the shit some octane, chillin' at the house game, then I hit the trap spot, just get some bad off, 20K in a little down there, mad off, all points in the red, I'ma get them half off, a young nigga, hit a lick and selling piece half off, I'ma go to Mars on niggas, I'ma blast off, I'ma hit Finny in the mall, I'ma cash out.
Rich ass nigga probably got Bitcoin. Scary ass nigga better wait they turn. Grandma on dime out of luck. You better think to it for your life get burned. Pour more, I got the end. Cause she control, happy to beginning. Yeah, I win it. No, I ain't finished. She wanna jeopardize my whole way of living.
Yeah. So that's my little intro. I like to play that. Cause it in there, those brothers is talking about investing. You know who those people are. So let's get right into it. We got, let me see. What's up, Miss T? Appreciate you pulling up. Or that's somebody comment on my last video, Miss T. Appreciate you for that. All right, so what we gonna show now is the CPI data and what happened with the CPI data and what the numbers was and things like that. I'm gonna show you this hold on, let me get you right. Boom. All right, so the CPI data was at I'm gonna come on camera so y'all can see me. I figured that that helps a little bit when we come on camera. All right, so put that in the corner right there. Maybe right there. Nope, that's too wrong. I'm learning as I go. We put it right there. All right. So what we looking at is, what the fuck? Let me see. Oh, there we go. All right, boom. The CPI data was 6.4%, right? So earlier last year, around June, it was up to like 9% inflation year over year. It's starting to come down. You see what it say right here? Inflation eased for the 7th straight month in January. Helped by lower costs for used vehicles and offering some relief to consumers struggling with high prices over the past year. Right now, what this is doing is making the stock market and the crypto market act positive because they see that stuff is starting to come down, right? Inflation. So basically, if you don't have to pay so much for used cars or food or shelters, things like that, you have more money to invest. So the market is seeing this, right? So that's why the market you see starting to go up because people are trying to get ahead of the curve. But remember what I told you yesterday. Don't just run and jump into it because that's how a lot of people get smashed, right? When you start buying it, when it starts to go up because you think it's going to go higher, that's when a lot of people get hurt. And then on the flip side, when people start seeing things go down, they scared to buy because they think it's going to keep going down. That's why, again, I always say you got to average in slowly but surely, right? You don't put all your money in there. That way, if it continues to go down, you have more money to put in there, right? And if you put a little bit of money in there, when it goes down, you're not really worried if it goes all the way down. If you take your life savings and put it all in one day, that's like fools. That's like being a fool. You know what I'm saying? That's the dumbest thing anybody could do because you don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. You're basically gambling at that point. You know what I'm saying? But an investor, slowly, dollar cost average over time. You know what I'm saying? They make it to where when they invest their money, they not putting it all at one time because it goes down. So like all last year, the market's just crashing. Now it's starting to come back. But the human brain makes people think, oh, it's going up. I need to put my money in now. When you should have put your money in when it was going down because now you'll sit back and collect the rewards of you putting the money in when everybody else was scared, right? It said the consumer price index data released on Tuesday showed that prices ranged from goods and services rose by 6.4% over the past 12 months, down slightly from an annual rate of 6.5. Basically, what that means is this time last year, inflation was up 6.5%. Right now, we're seeing year over year that it's starting to come down. If we reached as high as like 9%, it was like in January. That's when the market was at its worst. I mean, June. That's when the market was at its worst. It was really getting beat down bad, you know. So again, we take these opportunities in the market as buying opportunities, right? We want to make sure that we building that block. You know, it don't start just like that. You know, you gotta slowly but surely. Had you been dollar cost averaging all last year, right, you would be able to collect a little bit of profit from your investment strategy from last year. Then you take that money, you don't just go spend it. You take that money, you put it on the side, right? You're waiting for the pullback. You're waiting for the market to come back down again. Then you take that money that you made while you sold at the highs and you put it back in when it starts to go back down again, once everybody gets scared again, which I think is going to happen when the next Federal Reserve meeting comes. Because I was reading a few articles that was talking about, let me see if this one I could pull up right here. Maybe this is it. Make sure I'm showing y'all the right thing on the screen. What's up, Majestic Pharaoh? Appreciate you pulling up. You know, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is raining outside, so probably the internet is going a little slow. But there we go. Boom. See what it say? Traders suddenly see a significant chance of a June rate hike by the Fed. So that's telling me in June, we might get a Federal Reserve to raise the rates again. And what you think is going to happen when they start raising those rates, the market is going to start reacting negatively. That's your chance to start buying again, right? We don't want to just put all our money at one time, but every week you should put some money to the side, right? For the next time where you have opportunity to invest again, to keep adding to your bag, right? Remember, we're going to take 5 years to do this. So if you don't got no money this week, that's fine. But if you have extra money laying around, it's tax season, right? If you have extra money laying around, slowly dollar cost average into your favorite businesses on red days, not on green days like we're having right now. Yesterday and today, we have major green days, right? So this can be a trick, what they call Bobo the Fool. This is when people, let's say the U.S. economy, this is when people start putting money into the market went up and it starts to go down and they start losing. Then what do? They panic and sell, right? Then they say, the market is a scam. I'm like, bro, you investing in the wrong way. Why are you investing when everybody else is putting money in there, right? You should have been investing when everybody else was scared to invest. That's what all the big people do. That's what all the big wigs do. It's simple, right? But it's hard to do because it's all mental, right? When you see the market start going down, you start panicking. Instead of me, when I see the market going down, I see opportunity, right? I'm like, okay, I can start getting this stuff for cheaper, right? If it continues to go down next week, I'm going to get a little bit more, right? Right now, when I see it start blasting off like this, I take this as a chance. Let me sell a little bit of this and put it to the side or use it for something necessary. Like, you know, full transparency. If you look at my account right here, I think I'm showing the screen. Yep, boom. If you notice, I'm down about $3,000, right? Not here in the red, but remember last time it was like 13,000, something like that. What did I do? I told you what I did. When it went up a little bit, I sold a little bit of it and I bought my son a car. Why? That's my child. This is what I'm doing this for, right? I've been investing the whole time, put money in there, right? And I saw this little blast off. I was buying at the lows, right? So my son got his driver's license. So what daddy say? Okay, baby boy, we're going to get you a car. Just hold on a second. Let me see what I can do, right? I talked to his mom. Me and his mom found him a nice little car, you know, and he's 16. He got his little first car, you know, and the market start going up. So what did I do? All of that money that I put in the market the past year and a half, I end up selling just a portion of it, not a lot, a portion of it. And what did I do with that? I bought my son a car. You understand? It wasn't $3,000. It was like $10,000. But I took $3,000 out of here and put it with my money, a little bit of my money that I had, like $2,000, and his mom matched me with $5,000. Right, so we got $10,000 and went and bought my son a car. He got a nice little Mercedes, right? Because my son is a good student. He gets honor roll. He done get in trouble. I didn't buy him a fast Mercedes. I bought him a C300. A little small C300. It's the smaller version, but he deserves that, right? I give him what I didn't have in life, right? You know, so that's what I did with a little portion of my money, but that's the purpose of investing. So it didn't take that much out of me, right? I didn't have to wake up in the morning and just go buy him a car and then put myself in debt behind that car. You see what I'm saying? This is what this market is for. And now what am I doing? I'm going to average back in with extra spare money that I would have blew on bullshit. At least I got my son a car, right? He was so happy when he seen it. He couldn't believe. He like, man, I got a Mercedes. I'm like, bro, it's just a car. You make the car. The car don't make you, right? Yeah, you want nice something nice. Well, I figure they say, yo, your kid's first car, he gonna make a mistake and crash it. Okay, that's fine. But maybe if he had something nice, he'd be more careful than he normally would be, right? Because he got something nice. And why not get my kids something nice? I drive in something nice. So why he can't? You know, he a reflection of me. Why would I get myself all of the nice stuff and give my son a piece of trash, right? So, and me and his mom went together. And now look at the flip side of that. His mom had to move mountains to get the money. I had the money sitting, right? This is what this is for. It's for my kids. It's not for me. So I just oversee it, right? You can see it in real life because now we finally on a live where the market is actually moving. You can see the money moving in real life. So that's what I did. You know, I made sure that my child was straight, right? So now he out the way. Now what do? I go back to the drawing board and I start investing again, right? Investing again, getting that money back. Remember, I told you income tax time is coming. What am I gonna do with my tax refund, which is literally my money? They just giving me some of my money back. You know, the money that I overpaid or whatever. That's how the taxes work, right? So I'm gonna take that money and deploy it back in the market and get the market built back up. For guess what? I got a daughter. What happened when she turned 16 and get her license, right? She's gonna want a car. I'm thinking about this stuff now, right? This is what we need to do as a community, right? So that whole last year, I could have took that money instead of investing and then blowing it on a bunch of nonsense, right? And didn't have no money for when my son said, Daddy, I need a car. Or when he didn't even say anything, right? He's very respectful. He didn't even ask. I told his mom, this is what we about to do for my son because he deserves it. And that's what it is. So is everything working good? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me in the chat? Yeah, so that's one thing that went on, right? So with full transparency, I'm showing you that I sold a little bit, but I used it for my child, which this is for, right? I didn't just take the money and go splurging on bullshit, right? I used it for my child. That's what we supposed to do as parents, right? So it didn't really hurt me. Now, we're going to get into... What is this? I don't know what this is. We're going to get that off. All right. We talked about the CPI data for January. It came out Tuesday. All right. We talked about that. We talked about this. Boom. Okay. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Let's show you the move in Bitcoin. Those of you that came in here yesterday, what did I say? I said we was approaching 24,000. We was looking like we was about to go through 24,000. I thought that we would hit 25,000. If you guys are looking at the screen right now, this is real time, right? Bitcoin is moving right now. This is up $1,700 in the past 5 days. What is it up? 5 days, right? Boom. We actually hit 25,000. We went over a little over 25. You see this little peak right here? It went boom, 25,116, right? It went as high as 25,000. Like I said, and then look what's happening. It started to pull back a little bit. Then we get a little more people. Right now, after this market is up 8%, I would be a little hesitant on adding to my position. I'm waiting for any sign of weakness, right? This is strength. We don't want to invest in the strength until the strength solidifies itself. What I mean, okay, let's say 2-3 weeks go by and we still hovering around 25,000. You kind of understand. It's just like concrete or something. It had time to dry, right? So we like, okay, this is showing stability, right? When you see stability, that's when you start to invest, right? Right now, I don't see any stability. I see a rocket shot, right? I see it just went straight up in 2 days, right? So where's the stability in that, right? Let's see. 1 month. Let's go look at the 1 month. See how it was going shaky? This was stability. You see this? Stability. Boom. It dropped. And then next thing you know, it just rose up. How long has it been up here? A day, 2 days. This is not showing any sign of stability for me to keep putting more money in. What I would be doing, put money to the side, waiting, like hoping that it drops. I told you I thought it would hit 25,000 and you'll see a significant or a little pullback from there. And we went to 25,000, like 25,100. Now we starting to come down. It's playing around. People panicking, throwing money in there, and I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, it went to 25. Let's see if it goes back down to around 20, maybe 22. And I start averaging in again, right? Why would I want to buy when it's at the peak, when it's rocking, right? Who knows? This thing might take off and go to 30. I'm not going to be nowhere around to see that. I want it to stabilize, and then I'll start averaging money in, right? It needs to show me strength. It needs to show me stabilization. Right now, this is showing me moonshot. And that's when you don't have to worry, right? And just keep dumping money in there. You just chill. Wait until the price starts to come down. Waiting for some bad news. When we get bad news, the price is going to come down. And that's when you take your opportunity. I hope everybody's understanding this, right? You don't rush into when it's going up like that. We sell into that type of strength. When I see this, I'm more likely to sell. Warren Buffett, best of all time, he said, you be fearful when others are greedy, and you be greedy when others are fearful, right? What does that mean is what I'm saying. When the market starts coming down, that means everybody else is scared. That's when you be greedy, right? When the market starts blasting off like this is when you get a little fearful. You're like, oh, I don't know. I don't trust the move yet. The move got to solidify itself for me to trust it. What is solidify itself? Showing me this consistency for at least a week, 2 weeks, a month, right? Of it hanging around this area. Then I feel more comfortable putting a little bit of money in there at these high prices. And especially seeing that we still got high inflation. The economy still hasn't reversed, right? The Federal Reserve is still raising interest rates, right? I just showed you something that said they're showing signs of maybe in the future they're going to raise the interest rates again, right? We see all this coming down the pipe. But right now we just want to invest because we're nervous that we're going to miss something. We should have been investing when it was 15, 16,000. When I was saying average in. Guys, this is an average in. You would be up. You would be up on your position. Well, if you bought it at 15,000, right? Remember, if you put $10 in at 15,000, you'll be up about $8 right now, right? And when it's get to 30, you'll double your money. If you was buying at 15, 16,000, when it hit to 30, your money would have doubled. You don't have to have the whole 24,000. Remember, I told you could go on Cash App and buy these in pieces. You could buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, $20 worth of Bitcoin. Your money would have doubled wherever you at, right? Could have put $1,000 in there. You'll be up about $1,800 right now. Sitting back like, man, I just made $800. And Biz is telling me sell a little bit of this shit. Collect a little bit. You could have took your 1,000 that you put in out and had 800 free, right? And had your 1,000 on the sideline waiting for it to come back down, waiting for some bad news. That's why Biz say, I'm looking for bad news. I don't want too much good news because the longer it stay low, the more time I have to buy more, right? The more months that I can go buy and buy at these low prices, right? Until it starts to blast off, then I'm sitting back in the driver's seat. Like I'm just sitting back watching. Why? Because I've been buying the whole time that everybody else was scared, right? So I'm in the driver's seat right now. Remember, I just bought my son a car. So I'm feeling a little type of way. I'm like, man, I just sold my investments, but at the same time, it's not about me, right? My kid he has a life. I need to give him a good life, right? That I didn't have. This is the tool that I'm using to provide that for him. Let alone my property value that might be going up. Every month I'm paying my mortgage. I'm paying that loan down on the house, right? So I'm just building equity in my house. House is like a big piggy bank. Shout out to KB. You always hear him talk about buying land, right? We need to buy land. It's the truth because the land is like a piggy bank, right? When I decide to sell this house, I'm going to get most of the money that I put in here back and then some, right? Because I put money in, right? Every month I pay my mortgage. I'm paying that loan down while the property value is either staying the same or going up or going down just a little bit. But the whole time I'm steady paying that balance down. That way, when I sell the house, I'm getting all of that back, right? When you pay your mortgage or rent or you living somewhere and you paying rent, you get none of that back. The property owner gets all that money, right? The money is in the land. Yes, that's a fact. And the money can be in the investment world if you know what you're doing. If you're not scared of this process. Look at it. You watching it right now. It's going down. It's starting to come down. Told you 25,000 was a good psychological number for people to start taking profits. It didn't go too far past 25,000. It went to 25,100, right? Or maybe 200. Each app shows a different price, right? Each company, it might one chart might say 200, one chart might say 100, one chart might say 150. You know, it's all in the same general area. But as you can see, people see that 25,000, they like, man, let me collect my profits. That's why it's stalling. See, it's stalling. You don't know. Tomorrow it might drop back down to 23. You say, man, shoot. Next time it go to 25, I need a piece. Let me get a little bit of that right here. Not a lot. And then go down to 22. You like, man, let me get a little bit of that. Everybody gonna say, I told you Bitcoin was crashing. Yep. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. Let me get a little bit of it. Because the next time it blasts off, who knows? We might see 40,000, right? This is just with Bitcoin. Now, I have other news to show you about CleanSpark. The company that I'm invested in remember, it has a direct reflection off of Bitcoin. It's called CleanSpark, right? So we're going to look and see what CleanSpark did today, right? Today. Look at the price of CleanSpark, right? Let's go see it. The price of CleanSpark, this is my biggest investment, what I believe in. Look at what it's doing as a result of the Bitcoin move, right? Remember, this was $1.74, $1.78. Like, let's see. We don't even have to go that far back. This is 6 months chart, but we're not going to go right in here in this area right here. Boom. Look at that. $1.78. It was going down this whole time, right? A little bit here, a little bit more here. We're going to buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here. Right now, it's starting to go up. I ain't buying shit. I'm waiting for it to see if it's going to go back down and test these levels again. If it go anywhere back in it just went to like the $2 range right here. See? This is a buying zone. When you see these red dips, buy a little bit, buy a little bit, buy a little bit. And then you eventually you'll build up a big ownership pot. And when it takes off, it's following Bitcoin, right? It's up because Bitcoin is up, right? Now let's see the news they just dropped today. Yeah, Black with the notebook. That's a fact. Take notes, sir. Right? Let's see the news they just dropped today. Look at what they just announced. Today, 5 hours ago, CleanSpark announces purchase of 20,000 new latest generation mining machines. Those mining machines are mining Bitcoin, right? They are Computers, the future, right? This is what they're doing. Now let's read this article. This is the company that I'm investing in the most, right? Latest purchase expected to expand company's Bitcoin production capacity by 37%, right? So they are basically spending money to make more Bitcoin so they can make more money, right? It say adding 2.4 exahash per section once installed, total number of machines purchased during the bear market now exceeds 46,000 machines that they bought while Bitcoin was at its lows. I like this company because they doing smart shit. Right? They're buying the machines while everybody else scared to buy them. So what are they doing? They're getting them on the low, on the cheap price. Now let's keep reading this article. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? What, they spending a lot of money? Yes, they are. That means they're making a lot of money. Say February 16, 2023, which is today. Bitcoin miner today announced the purchase of 20,000 brand new S19J Pro units, a newly released model of the latest generation of Bitcoin miner machines for $43.6 million. Go ahead, CleanSpark. They're dropping the bag on these Bitcoin mining machines. Why? Because they think it's going to go up in the future. It's the only reason why they would do this. Why are you not involved a little bit? Can we see what these people are doing? Why we can't get in a little bit, right? Let me get a little bit of that, right? When I saw this news, I started buying more today, but I'll go against my rule. My rule is it's starting to go up. I got to let that thing do its thing, right? When it start going down, people going to forget about this article, right? They're going to be like, oh, man, the market is going down. They're going to react to price. I'm reacting to the news. Right? To what's going on. I'm waiting for people to get scared. I'm waiting for that bad news to come out because that is not going to change the fact that they just spent $43 million on 20,000 brand new machines while everybody crying. I'm waiting for people to start crying again, right? Once they start crying again, I'm going to remember, hey, after coupons, the company expects to pay 32.3 million for a discount of 25% or a total price per terahash of $13, right? It's going to tell you about the type of machines they bought. The Pro is more power efficient and 22% more productive than the popular Antminer S19J Pro model and will be shipped in batches with deliveries starting early as next month. So that means they're going to get these machines next month. And they're going to start plugging them up, making more and more Bitcoin, right? And that's just giving me like, man, I can't wait until the future. I need to get more of this while I can. They haven't shown me anything to make me not want to invest anymore. In the past year and a half, all they've been doing is growing, and doing what I believe is they're mining more and more Bitcoin, which is going to lead to what? Profits in the future. What do you think is going to happen if Bitcoin hits $50,000 again? Don't say it can't happen because it went up as far as 60,000. And these people are mining all of these Bitcoins at these low prices. They're expanding their business for the low, right? All the batches are expected to be delivered by the manufacturer by the end of May. After they are fully operational, they are expected to add 2.44 exahash to CleanSpark existing 6.3 exahash computing power for a total of 9 exahash, constituting a 37% increase. CleanSpark plans to deploy the fleet of new mining machines at its wholly owned Bitcoin mining locations. That means they own all of their property too, right? Not just the machines, the factories that they putting this shit in, they own those factories too. What happens when you own property? The property value goes up. Think about it. So not only are they making Bitcoin, they own the land that they're making the Bitcoin on. I love this company. That's why they haven't shown me nothing. It doesn't say, I haven't seen one article say CleanSpark made a mistake or CleanSpark changing plans or due to this, CleanSpark is messed up. I ain't seen not yet. And I'm looking like, man, this is going to make me rich. That's what I'm thinking, right? I'm like, man, hey, my son, you lucky I love you, boy, because I ain't want to sell my stuff. Oh, that's what I'm thinking, right? But I can't be selfish. It's not about me, right? Why he can't have fun? You should see his face when he seen his car. It was white Mercedes with brown leather interior in it. It's not an S-Class. It's not a big SUV. It's a little small Mercedes. I know you all seen it. Little small one, right? Perfect for him. First car. Well, how you think he feel when he drive to school, right? And as long as he keep doing what he's doing, getting straight A's in school, he got 5 A's on his report card, right? Never getting problems. He got teachers coming up to me at his basketball game saying he's a pleasure to have in class. He's very respectful. I'm listening to this. The damn security guard, the police officer that at his school, he said, "Hey, your son, he always is so respectful. He comes up to me, says hi to me every day. It's a pleasure having him in the school. Never have a problem with him." And I'm telling, man, you tricking him. Good job. Because what do you think is going to happen when you finally decide to get in any type of trouble? They're going to be like, man, this kid not like that. We going to let him get a break. If he get in a fight in a school, the school going to instantly say, what did the other kid do? Because this is out of his character. What did that other kid do to this boy? And that's why I always told him, you gotta be nice to everybody, respectful. So that's what I did, and I'm happy I did it. Right? It plans to deploy the fleet with locations in the USA, with 15,000 of them planned for its Washington, Georgia facility, which it acquired in August. Right? So it bought this facility in Georgia. All you Georgia people, that's where Cleans Park building is located in your state, right? Depending on the state of development of the site and place of order fulfillment by the manufacturer, the company may redirect a portion of the 15,000 units to one of its other facilities. Building and owning our own mining campuses at multiple locations provide us with a level of agility and reliability that cannot be achieved otherwise, said the CEO, Zach Bradford. As the machines are delivered, we will have rack space waiting for them at one of our sites. So they already got the space waiting for the machines to come. So as soon as the machines come off the truck, what do you think they doing? Plugging them up. Let's get this money. They just spent $40 million. Got a coupon say they spent $30 million after deductions or deals or rebates. So if they could spend $40 million, I can't spend $100 and get a little piece of this while it's low like this before in the future, the next thing you know, this shit, $25, $30, right? Now people are paying more than what I paid for it, right? I need to get all of my shares back. That's how I'm thinking. So we gotta keep striving to make a change, right? These are just some avenues. Again, this is not the only company. It's thousands of companies in the market. This is one of my favorite companies. I'm not telling you to invest in this company. I'm telling you the reasons why I'm invested in this company, right? And it's more than this company. I told you I like ChargePoint. I like SoFi, right? I like Amazon, of course. I just ordered some from Amazon. I like a lot of different companies in the market. And you have to do something in order to grow your wealth. You start a business. You buy some land. These are all starts, right? When you get the extra money, you invest. You need 4 or 5 different streams of income, not just one, right? When you working at your job, you get all this money, or you working at your business, whatever, you get all this money. What are you doing with the money? Are you going out buying chains and things like that? Right? What does that bring in your future? I bought my son a car. That's something for my kid. Now, guess what? I don't have to worry about bringing him back and forth to his basketball games. I got to go to the game, and he already there. He already at school. He could drive himself back and forth to school. That's good on me. And his mom, right? Shout out to his mom, because she works with me. We got a good parenting relationship. It's all about the kids, man. It's all about the kids. So we don't went over a lot of that stuff. I showed you the moves in Bitcoin. We're not gonna beat a dead horse, I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up. Does anybody have any questions? You know, any comments to add to what I'm saying? I'm reading the chat. Trust me, guys. Just hold off. Don't run into it. You missed the move. If you didn't get it by now, you missed it. Let's look and see where it's at. It's at 24,800. You missed the move, but it's not over because, again, this is infinite energy, right? This energy is going to go forever. It's not going to go out of business. I saw an article said that the SEC or the Gary Gensler, that's the guy that's in charge of the Securities Exchange Commission. That's the SEC. That's the people that regulate your stocks and the crypto and stuff. They don't like cryptocurrency. I wonder why. Because it's a direct attack against the dollar. It's a currency, right? They want the dollar to be the strongest currency. But people starting to realize, man, they just printing dollars. They dilute the dollars. You can't keep printing Bitcoin, right? After a certain amount of time, it'll be no more Bitcoin made. Then when you think the price is going to go? Through the roof. The Clean Spark mining the hell out of Bitcoin while they can, right? I think we got about 50 or 60 more years of mining Bitcoin. So again, once this price reacts, I'm going to get my money and get out of there and wait for it to go back down and buy it back up again. That's what we do. And along the way, take a vacation or two, right? That's what we doing. So Nene says she writing down some things. I didn't have any, just listening. Oh, you all right? All right, Biz, are you going to buy a truck that way? Yes, ma'am. Miss J, that's a fact. You got it. Once this thing does what it do, I'm going to buy me a dump truck. That's going to start my business. Then when I start making money with my dump truck, because out here in this area where I live at, construction everywhere, right? CDL can go all across all 50 states, right? I'm going to buy me a truck and I'm going to get in the asphalt game. That's where you make the roads. Asphalt and milling and carrying stones and stuff with my truck. They charge like $85 an hour for a dump truck, right? When I collect the profits from my dump truck, I'm going to invest. I'm never going to stop investing, right? I'm going to always invest. But that's another way to get that truck. For me to get a good truck, it's going to take around $60,000, $70,000 that I'm going to need to get a truck. They say, Biz, why you don't get a loan? I say, man, I could get a loan, but then I'm dependent on the work in order to keep my truck. What happens if I had 60 grand and I just went and bought me a truck and it's my truck? And that means I don't have to work today if I don't want to because I own my truck. How I'm going to get that money? My parents didn't leave me a lot of money. I got to get that money out the mud, right? That's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I'm going to do because I'm going to continue to add ownership. I'm going to continue to get my bread. Once I get a certain amount of money, I'm going to sell some as it goes up in the strength. When it comes down, I'm going to buy it back until I get enough money to get me a truck. Unless the heavens just open and the truck just drop in my yard, which ain't going to happen. Remember, don't nobody care about you and your family but you, right? So I have to do what I have to do to get where I'm going or where I'm trying to go. See? In the meantime, enjoy my life. In the meantime, have a little fun, do a little things, but don't be dumb and blow all your money on foolishness because that's where they get us at. They say, oh, we broke. We so broke. That ain't true at all. We spend the most money ever. But what are we spending our money on? Why we are making other people rich? Why you think all the commercials and stuff are aimed our way? Because we spend the most. And the people that got the companies and corporations, they understand that. So they trying to push their product to us because we dumb enough to keep buying that shit. Foolishness, right? I think it's Jordan's coming out this week. I'm not buying that shit. It's a nice pair that I like too, but I'm not going to buy it. It's $200 and some to buy the cool gray 6s. I'm not buying them. I got the cool gray 11s. What I need is 6s for. A lot of people like sneakers. They're coming out every week, right? I'm not buying them. I'm going to take that $200 that I wasted on them shoes and put it in this market and build my position up until the next bull run. You can see the bull run in your face right here, showing you. We was at 16,000 and I was saying, hey, guys, this shit been at 16,000 for a while. You could go back and look at my videos. I was saying it. Hey, man, we've been sitting at 16,000 for like 3 months, right? That was showing me stability. I'm like, yo, this shit ain't going down much more. You need to start averaging a little bit at a time. And now look, boom. Now it's just now getting to this level. It need to show me a little bit more stability before I start buying at this level. You understand? Like, say this shit stay at 24,000 for two months. It gonna be all right, man. Hey, we holding this holding this level right here. Maybe I might want to start averaging in, right? It just reached this level. It's no foundation right here. This can literally go back to where we were just at around 22, 21,000 easily. You might see it go back down to 18,000, right? You don't know what it's going to do. I'm not going to be a fool and just dump my money in it as we just reaching this level. I need to see it hold this level for a certain amount of time, 2-3 months. And I say, hey, we got some stability here. It's showing some strength at this level. Maybe I might want to buy a little bit at the 24,000 and let it. If it goes down, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy a little bit more. You don't get scared and panic. It's about ownership. Ownership is the key to wealth, not money. Okay. Ownership. You buy land, you buy property, you own business, right? You own investments, not money. Money is what you get from ownership. The ownership has to come first. Why do I want to buy a truck? Because I want to own that motherfucker. Then I can have an ownership to a business, right? It'll be my business. I own it. And I can take that truck and then make me more money for my investments, right? And then I will own more investments. It's not, oh, I'm chasing money. I'm chasing ownership. You guys can chase the money all you want. I know what brings the money. What brings the money is ownership. Why is all these millionaires and billionaires so rich? Because they own shit. What do we own? What do we own? Nothing. A grill? Fuck do you own? A TV? If you notice, you go in the store, the TVs is dropping in prices daily. They continuously make new TVs, right? You got to own shit. Ownership is the key to wealth, not money. Remember that. So, anybody got any questions? You know, any comments, concerns, things of that nature? I've been on here like 45 minutes. I told you I let the chat tell me what to do. Like the chat brings me where I, to my next topic or whatever. And I just appreciate all you guys for pulling up. Again, this is one of the most powerful channels on this motherfucker in this sector. But people, I'm not over here cussing and screaming and hollering. And that shows you the state of our mind, right? If that's the only thing that's going to drive your attention, then you fucking lost right off the break. Because that shit ain't making you shit and giving you a laugh. You rather laugh your ass to where? Where you laughing, right? I can put money, bruh. The proof is in the pudding. You have some money in your pocket. Period. It's nothing else to say. You're looking at it on your screen right there. Money would have been in your pocket, in your kid's mouth by listening to my channel. Straight like that. Just by listening and trying, right? The mind is where the shit start at. Right? Now, for those of you that just listening, you can make money too. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Because I'm no better than you. I had to pay attention to somebody else. Right? I got to pay attention to other people in order to learn. Right? These people are not teaching me shit. I know how to cuss somebody out. I know how to laugh and joke and all that shit. What am I gaining from this? Other than wasting my time, wasting my money, wasting my brain cells. Right? I could do that. I told you, I watch all of you. All of you people, I watch them. That shit be making me laugh. I get the same amount of fucking fun that everybody else do. I can't wait until they come on because I like to see this shit going back and forth. But at the end of the day, I take a step back and say, hold on. What's going on in these markets, man? I need to get to this bag. Right? Again, if you would have been in here watching this channel, you'd have made money. And everybody that got money, if you would have been making money and putting it into your shit, you would have made a lot of money. right? I was thinking about this. What's up, Miss Lonnie? Appreciate you pulling up, right? Lonnie in the building. Carlos, you. Salute, Biz. Miss Lonnie in here. Salute, Biz. Since it's tax season, can you talk about getting taxed on stocks and how it works? Yes, sir. When you get taxed on stocks, they got two type of taxes. It's called short-term and long-term. Short-term capital gains, long-term capital gains. Short-term is anything you make under a year. If I buy a stock today or Bitcoin or whatever, and I buy it today and sell it next week, I didn't hold it long enough. So even if it rises in value, I still got to pay the government taxes on that, 30%, right? Long-term capital gains is anything you hold longer than a year, you only have to pay 10% of that, right? So if, say I buy Bitcoin today and I just keep buying and I hold it longer than 1 year, then they won't tax me 30%. I only get taxed on 10% because that's long-term capital gains. Short-term is anything under a year, right? So remember, if you buy this shit and sell it right away, like I was saying, I've been buying these shares for over a year. So when I sold, I showed you on the screen. For those of you just pulling in, I sold a little bit of my shares and bought my son a car. Why would I do that? Because I love my fucking son and he deserves it, right? And that's what this game is for. And I got him a little C-class Mercedes, the little small Mercedes. He got to be like his daddy. I got a big boy Mercedes. He got a small Mercedes, right? So I sold a portion of my shares when it started running up. I didn't sell at the low. I was buying at the lows, buying. Now that it's starting to run up, I start selling a little bit. What I'm telling you guys to do, if you ain't got none, don't worry. Just be patient because we just made this move right here, right? When this move is solidified itself, when you see stability for a period of time, that's when you can feel safe enough. Why would you walk on ice that just now froze? You want to wait until that joint show you that it's frozen, because if you walk on that thin ice where we just came up to this level yesterday, right? Today, we just hit $25,000. It just hit it today. What that mean? That ice is fragile. That joint will crack any minute and it'll go back down. If you buy right now thinking, oh, it's going up, I need to buy it. That's why people don't invest, because people don't understand it's a mind thing with this investing game. It's all in the mind. This make you want to buy because you see it going up. You like, ooh, I need to get in before I go to the top. Hold on. They call that fear of missing out. Call it FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out. That's FOMO in the stock world, right? In the markets, in all the crypto world. If you hear somebody say FOMO, they say don't FOMO in. That means don't get that fear of you're going to miss something. Just be calm, right? And then when it starts going down, the opposite happens. People say, oh, I ain't buying it because it's going to, that joint just keep going down. I don't want to buy it because it keep going down. I'm like, bruh, that's when you start buying it. Why would you buy it when it's high, dummy? Like, that's where we fucking up at. And that's what turns people away from investing. But once you understand that it's all a mind thing, right? You got to be strong enough to buy it when everybody else is scared. That's what Warren Buffett said. He worth $200 billion. He said, you be fearful when others are greedy. What that mean? When everybody see this green, they start getting greedy. They want more, right? I'm like, shit, I'm scared of that shit. When it go up, I get scared. When it go down, I get happy. Because he said, when others are fearful, when everybody else is scared, that's when you become greedy, right? When I see that shit going down, I'm like, man, I need more of this shit. I need more, right? I need to add more ownership. So, Carlos, that's about the taxes, right? We want to make sure that you holding things longer than a year. Or if you do sell within a year, you're selling for a substantial profit that you will be able to pay the taxes on that 30%, right? $100, 30%, $30. You get to keep 70. But don't get scared about paying taxes, because if you hit the lotto, they're going to charge you taxes. You ain't going to tell them I don't want this money because you taxing me. You know what I'm saying? You just be smart about it. And also, as far as that concerned, if you invest money and you take a loss of $3,000, you can write that off on your taxes too, right? So say I invested 5,000 and then the market went down and I sold and I only had 2,000. I could take 3,000 and say I had a loss in the market and write that off on my taxes. So they literally giving you like $3,000 a year to invest. This game is designed for you to invest. But we not thinking about that shit because we so busy worried about the devil ass Grammys that just happened. That shit was the most devilish shit I ever seen in my life. I'm like, bruh, what is going on in this world? They promoting it right in your face. Right? We worry about the wrong shit. Invest, buy land, start business. You know? Keep everything moving and grooving. Worry about your family and your circle. Stop worrying about so much fucking politics and shit that ain't never gonna change your life. I don't give a fuck which president was here. Ain't nothing changed in my life from that. Only person changed my life is me. Fuck all of them. I'm worried about voting for me and my kids and my brain. What is my brain telling me? Right? So, anybody got anything else to ask? Any more questions? Something going on? I see it's ain't nobody live, so we can have a little fun over here. Thanks for showing the work and the result. Hey man, it's bruh. One day, on a nice sunny day, I'm gonna go outside, and when my son come up, I'm gonna show y'all what I bought him. Right? My son riding around out here better than these people that think they doing things. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no testament to me or him. That's a testament to the mind, right? I got that from investing. And I'm telling you that you could do the same shit. I'm telling you could do the same shit. I'm not better than nobody. The only thing different is the way my mind works. And all it takes for you to get in your mind, man, you know what? I want to make a change. I want to try this shit. Let me try this shit. And I promise you, I bet you anything that I got. If you try and you see the result, ain't nothing nobody ever gonna be able to tell you. I promise you. I promise you. If you see the result, you're gonna say, what the fuck? What have I been doing this my whole life? They don't teach this shit in school because they don't want you to do this. Right? They don't want you to get out of that financial crisis you in. And being able to have extra. Right? So when I sold and bought my son a car, I had to pay. So I sold about $3,000. I've been holding it longer than a year. So I know I got to pay $300 in taxes. But I get that, no problem. Right? I didn't sell my whole bag. Right? We could bring that back up. I don't really watch TV. Never. Just had to watch the awards. Man, you don't want to watch that. That was the most demonic shit I ever seen in my life. I'm surprised nobody was really talking about it in this sector because somebody need to be talking about that. That shit was crazy. That's a topic for somebody. Just go over that. But again, it goes against mainstream media, and it's a hard. So what can you say? Because if you say the wrong thing, then they want flag channels and shit like that. But just trust that shit was not right, bro. I didn't like that shit at all. I was like, bruh, this is what they showing the youth. This shit, it's obvious, man. You like, bruh, what the hell going on? So again, you see my count. I sold a little bit, right? Oh, matter of fact, we can show this. Boom, right here. It's gonna show you where I sold it right here. Boom. You see it say withdraw 3,180. Right? See where it say sold? Boom. These are two sales I made. And they made it 3,180. Then look. Peep me. Check me out. Went, bought him the car. Right? Me and his mom went half. We got him a nice little Mercedes, little $10,000 car. I didn't buy him no $50,000 Mercedes, none of that. The small C-Class, the small entry-level Benz, just for my son, right? He deserves it, in my opinion. He been doing what he's supposed to do. He been getting good grades. That's what this market is for, and I'm using it to my advantage, right? I sold it. Look at what I did. I sold it on the 7th. I turn around on the 8th and deposit more money, right? And look, ever since then, buy. I'm buying it all back. Then look, I turn around on the 10th and deposit more money. See that? All of this happened on the 10th. I sold, I put back 80, I put back 150. And I'm still, this is the last time I bought was on the 13th. Why? Because I saw the price going up, and I'm like, man, hold it, Sauce. I'm gonna wait until the price start coming back down. Then I'm gonna start buying it again. I hope you guys can see this. Like, I sold for my son, and then put deposit money, and then I bought, deposit more money, right? Biz, why you sell if you gonna buy it back? Because I need to get him that car that day, right? So I sold it. Then next chance I had, I start putting more money back. I'm trying to get my shit back, right? But what is this for? If I'm never gonna sell, I'm never gonna see any rewards, right? My kid won't never have nothing if I just say I'm gonna hold it forever, right? You gotta do something sometime. So that's what I did, and I hope you guys see that. I'm trying to be transparent to show y'all exactly how you move in this game, right? I didn't sell for too much of a loss. I don't think I sold for a loss at all because I was buying a lot of this shit down at $1.70, right? Right now, it's say I'm down $2,284, but that don't matter in the grand scheme of things, right? I'm gonna show you one day when I break even and it start turning green. You're gonna be shocked when you see that. But Boss Lady Angie touched on it a little bit on her channel. Man, that was the most demonic thing I ever seen, Miss Nene. I'm like, bruh. It's one of the most demonic things I ever seen. If you guys seen that, I understand why a lot of YouTubers won't even mention it, because you don't know if they're gonna flag you for saying. I know they think what I think. Like, bruh, what in the world was this? It was the whole damn thing. Then they had a Christian group come out and collect awards on that show. I'm like, bro, that ain't no Christian. How you agree? The Bible say, how can two walk together unless they agree? How can you sit in that room and watch what you saw and then go accept the award? Bro, it's all about money, man. Everybody worry about money, but what do they do with their money when they get it? They go spend it, buy Rolls Royces and shit like that, waste their money. They're not concerned about building no wealth for their kids and none of that shit. So, oh yeah, and people say, why you had to buy him a Benz? You know, you always got to hear negative shit, right? He just is his first car. I'm like, excuse me, did you guys see the price of Honda Accords? The car I got him got 55,000 miles on it, right? I seen a Honda Accord with 120 something thousand miles on it. They want like $6 or $7 grand for that shit. I'm like, hold on, man, right? I love cars, so I do car shopping well, you know. So salute to everybody pulling up. Nobody has any questions about this, you know. That's fine. I'm just hoping you guys. The main thing I want you guys to understand is don't go rushing into it right now. Wait for the pullback. Shit, you ain't buy it when it was cheap. You should have no problem not buying now, right? Just wait until you see a pullback. Once you see them red days coming, that's when you say, let me get a little bit. And then wait, let it tank, let it crash. Buy a little bit more. I think, and we might see between $18,000 and $20,000 level again, right? I don't know, but this is what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking we got a spike right now. This is a good time to take profits, right? Some idiot is buying it at this level, right? Let them buy my shit, right? This is a good time to take profits because we've been buying the whole time. So you take a little bit of profit. I told you I would tell you to buy in when I want to sell. I told you all of this stuff, and I'm trying to be straight up with it, right? Because I want people to understand that this is really a game. It's a game. It's a mind game, right? So now is the time to take profits. We want to take a little bit off the table as we see these. What do you think about DX stock shares? What is DX? Let me see. Hold on. We're gonna look it up right now. Let me see. DX. Dynex Capital. We're gonna read about it. We could do a $14 a share. Is this the right company, Black? Wow, we see good growth. I see this shit up. What's going on with DX? Where was it at? It's at 13. It's up 1.7%. See what it's been doing in the past month. Past 6 months. Okay, $11. Look like it got a little bottom right there, little stable, little stability right there in the past 6 months. So let's go see what the company do. Let's read about the news, right? The price should be one of the last things you looked at. I just looked at it. All right, it's a $750 million market cap. I want to see some news. Oil prices, gold, oil prices, oil. This company got Dynex Capital declares monthly common stock dividend. Oh, they got dividend. This might be a good company. Any company with a dividend, that means they pay you just for holding the shares, right? If you buy any of these shares, however many shares you got, they got a dividend of 13 cents. Let me read this. But with a dividend, it's more stable. This company probably more stable. Today, the company's board of directors declared a cash dividend of 13 cents per share for February. The dividend is payable on March 1st to shareholders who own this stuff by February 21st. So you got to buy in by February 21st to get this share, to get this dividend. Dynex Capital is a financial service company committed to ethical stewardship of stakeholders' capital, employing comprehensive risk management and disciplined capital allocation to generate dividend income and long-term total returns through the diversified financial of real estate assets in the United States. Hell yeah. The Dynex operates a REIT and is internationally managed to maximize stakeholders' alignment. Hey, this might be a good one right here, Black. Yeah, I'm looking at it. They got a monthly dividend of 13 cents. They raised the dividend. Dynex Capital. It's a REIT. That got to do with the housing market. So if you buy ownership in these shares and into this company, which is I'm glad you brought this up because you're making me think about it. Remember, it's more stable. Anything that pays a dividend is less risk. So this is less risky. This is a less risky company, and they are in the housing market. So housing ain't going anywhere. This is a good one, Black. I think you on to something with this, Mr. Black. Yes, sir. I'll have to do a little more research, but from just to glance at it, never hearing of this company before, I think this is a good place to park money in this company, especially them paying this 13 cent a share dividend. So that means however many shares you got, they're going to pay you 13 cents per share, right? This would be, if you got a bunch of money, this is a good company to put your money in right here. And just off of first glance, I wouldn't put a whole bunch at one time. I would have to do, I see it's talking about real estate, financing of real estate assets in the United States. I'm going to write this one down, Mr. Black. I'm about to write this one down. When I start making, if CleanSpark run up, I might own me some shares in this joint. Dynex Capital. So this is the housing market, basically. When you own this company, you own a piece of this company and they own real estate. And they pay a dividend of 13 cents a share. I think this is a good one you brought up here. And you see it's $14 a share right now. And it's pretty much going up. I think this is a good company right here. I'm going to do some more research. But Black, I think you got a good one. I think you got a good one here, buddy. Real talk. Yes, sir. I'm glad. See, this is why we got this platform. I told you it's more than one way to skin a cat. Look at Black. One day we've been rocking. It went up about 30 cents. Let's see, 1 year. It's probably down because the whole market was down. Has nothing to do with this company, right? So see what I'm talking about stability, right? Just by looking at it, I can tell you it's a range right here. It says $16 to around $11. Right, that's a good range. So if you was picking it up around $11, you in good shape, right? So the range for the whole year been around $16, right? So it still got room to grow up from 14 to 16. Plus, they're paying that dividend right there. 9 times out of 10, a dividend stock, people put their money in there just to receive that dividend every month. They pay out monthly, right? So they when they park money in here, they get a check from this company, from this stock every month, from the dividend. And that's why you see stability. Let's look at it 5 years. See what it's been doing past 5 years. See how it's just stable? Oh, it went up to 19. So we got 19 and 11. It crashed a little bit right here. We don't know the news. I want to see the little dip. $9. That was the lowest it ever went. It was $9. And so you got a good company, a good dividend stock right here. This is a good way to maintain your wealth, right? Not to lose it all. It's not as risky as Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin go up 6,000 and down 6,000. This one's showing stability for the past 5 years. It's pretty. It looked like a good solid. What the hell? We had a big spike up here, buddy. This is in 1997 though, so shoot, I don't know what that was about. God damn, bruh. That joint went to $200. But ever since then, it's been stable. You see this? The past 5 years, been like a little stay. So basically, you getting a dividend for parking money here. So when you buy this, you want to buy as much as you can and get a bigger dividend monthly check. This is like stable. I'm looking for growth. I would like to, if I had wealth, like a couple 100,000, I would definitely put some money in here because I would collect a monthly dividend, that 13 cent. That's what attracts buyers to come here. To hold these shares is for this dividend, right? So I think this is a good one, Black, to maintain your wealth. I think you onto something here with this company. You're not gonna lose much, and you can buy more and more shares, add ownership, and collect your dividend. I'm buying more and more shares to grow, right? The difference between this one and CleanSpark, this is more of a stable play. CleanSpark is a growth company that might grow my wealth, right? You should have a little bit of everything. You should have some stable companies like this. You should have some growth companies, right? Companies that's gonna grow your wealth. So you should have like a diversified. But me, I'm more risky. I'm putting it all in. I'm all in on the bag. I'm trying to get that money. So anybody else got a question? I just reinvest in my dividends. Hey, that's a good strategy. So basically what Black is telling you is, what he's trying to say is, every month when he get that check, that dividend check, he take that money and put it back and buy more ownership. And then the next month his check get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the longer he do that, the more of a check he gonna get for dividend. And guess what? You know the good part about that is the uptick is because the dividend was just announced. Follow your advice and buy in when it pulled back. This is for stability, correct? Facts. Quality NFT. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. You sound like you know what you're talking about. Yes, sir. Follow advice and buy it when it pulls back. Right. So you always add when it pull back. You see, I'm glad to see this person in here, NFT. So his screen name alone lets me know that he's an investor, right? It's good for people. Yes, you reinvest your dividend to get more stock, and that's how you do it. And then before you know it, you could pass this on to your kids too, because on your portfolio they have a section where you could they got beneficiary. So if you put your kids or something in there as a beneficiary, by the time you build up your ownership and you collecting that 13 cent dividend, you don't know how much shares you're gonna have, right? It's a good place to park your money for stability. I'm more in the growth. I want fierce growth, right? So I'm looking into cryptocurrencies. I own a little bit of Crowcoin, right? And the United States government is trying to ban staking, right? Staking is sort of like a dividend. If you want to understand what I'm saying, when you stake your crypto, they pay you with crypto about the amount you stake. Certain platforms do this, and the United States trying to ban that. Why? Because they don't want to see the growth of cryptocurrency. But I don't think it's nothing they could do. I think it's too late. They should have been trying to stop it if they were going to stop it. So anybody have any questions? Hey, Quality NFT, if you feel like you want to come up, you seem like I'm looking at your screen name, NFT, non-fungible token. That's what that means. Come pull up a little bit more often and try to help this community grow a little bit. You know, I appreciate you coming on here. So anybody else have anything to add? We could keep it moving. We don't want to stay too long. You know, if nobody want to add anything, and yeah, y'all keep your head up. Make sure that you paying attention to these markets. Thank you, brother, for your truth. I subscribe to you last. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you saying that. You know, I'm trying to help, man. That's what I'm here for, to try to help the community. Because a lot of people don't understand this shit, and they don't like, they want more drama than anything, right? You just want, fuck you, this and that. Want to keep cussing. That ain't going to do nothing for you and your kids, right? So we trying to grow your wealth. Like I told you, this is one of the most powerful channels in this sector. We all could have been making money if we would have been paying attention, right? You buy the fear. Don't go rushing into this Bitcoin right now. I just want everybody to understand that. Wait for the pullback. Wait for it to cool off a little bit. Wait for stability. Don't just go rushing because you see green. And on vice versa, don't be going selling when you see red. When you see the red, it's a chance for you to add to your bag, right? Add to your ownership, right? For the cheaper price. Don't put money in there that you need that you're going to be scared of. That's number one, right? If I got to pay my mortgage and I'm taking my mortgage money, putting it into this market, that would classify me as a dummy, right? I'll be dumb. That'll be fool's money. Straight like that, right? You take the money that you have that you don't care about. That way, if it goes down, you ain't even think about it, right? Don't keep checking your portfolio every 5 minutes either. That'll mess your brain up. Just know what you bought, understand what you bought. Don't worry about the price. Understand what you bought and add ownership. And then take your cherry off the top when you get that chance. When you've been buying those lows like that and that thing start running up, you the same way you bought it, the same way you sell it. Don't sell it all. Sell it in pieces, right? Stay a step. When it go up, sell a little bit. When it keep going up, sell a little bit more. When it start to come by, you use that money that you just sold and you buy that shit back when it start going down. You play the game with the game, right? Don't let the game play you. Don't let it trick your mind. I'm trying to get some money with y'all on the next go round. I appreciate you, Nene. I appreciate you. Hey, Nene, you just by you being here shows that you care. You know what I'm saying? You always in here. I appreciate your support. I was thinking about this. I don't know. I normally don't want no donations, man. I try to help everybody grow wealth. But what y'all think about this? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I was thinking like maybe we could start a actual investment for this channel, right? Like just put a channel investment. And if y'all send cash apps and stuff like that, I will put it into, I will show you everything because I ain't like that. I ain't about to steal nobody money. I got my own. I will put the money. I saw another channel doing this, right? And that other channel, it seemed like it, I don't know what he gonna do with it, but I was thinking like maybe I could put like a portfolio to the side just for this channel. If y'all did send cash apps or whatever, I would take that money and put it into the portfolio and buy shares with it, right? And maybe eventually give that to somebody, right? So we would see like something like that. It probably would take a couple years for to see how high we could build it as a channel and then eventually give that to somebody that needs it, right? I didn't know what you guys think about that. If y'all thought that was good or not, right? To have like a channel investment with the community, whatever you donate, I will put it into like Black just talked about DX. We would take, like, say somebody sent $20, I would take it and buy a share, right? If somebody sent $10, I would take that, put it into the fund and buy a share, and then show you in real time how I'm buying the shares. And I won't be buying it. You'll see. I'll do it right in your face. Like, you know me, I'm transparent. And if it goes down, you'll see me start buying with that money that everybody sent. I would show the Cash App and show you how much money was in the Cash App that I collected. And then we would have a portfolio separate. It'll just be like a portfolio for the channel. You know what I'm saying? And then in the future, somebody has a crisis or something like that, we give it to somebody, right? And I won't keep it for myself and buy my kids something with it or something like that. I got my own portfolio for that. But we could give it to somebody in the community, you know? I don't know if somebody thought that was a good idea, but I think it's a good idea, to be honest. Like, that's what I was thinking, right? So I could probably start taking it. I don't want no money from nobody. So I'm gonna make sure that I show you every Cash App that I got. I got Cash App balance right now with 0 on it in my Cash App. Right. I start using what's that shit called? Zelly. That's how I send my kid's mom money. I only really got the Cash App to send her money because that's how we used to send money. But the Zelly thing worked better. They don't take no fee. So I like Zelly, you know, far as Cash App concerned. But if you guys sent Cash Apps, this would be just for the YouTube channel, right? And I would show it every day, like, boom, they go to Cash App. You know what I'm saying? And let y'all see the money. And then when the market crashes, you'll see me buying that shit with y'all money and my money, but my money be on my own portfolio, you know? I think that'd be a good idea. So I'm maybe one day I'll put the Cash App on the bottom of the screen so people could donate. Not today, right? And then you donate. I don't care if it's $2. I'm gonna put it into maybe a Robinhood account or a different account because my account is on Webull, right? And that Robinhood account would be just for the channel, right? And then we'll see where it goes from there, right? So I have like Robinhood with certain assets that everybody wants to invest in with their money, and we'll see what it do and see how we can grow that portfolio. And maybe when we reach a goal, we give it to somebody in the community and from this channel and let them have that portfolio because I can transfer that to somebody else, right? I could or I sell it all and just send it to them. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that they have an investment for their kids or something. So I don't want to give somebody cash because you know how people think they're gonna fucking spend it, right? I want people to have their own portfolios. Like I just was thinking about that. I don't know. I'm having a crisis. I stubbed my toe last night. Yay, that hurt, Miss J. That's funny. That hurts, Miss J. When you stub your toe, that ain't no joke. I done did that before. You was getting out of bed too fast. Where you hit it at? You hit it on the bed? That's when normally that happen. Stubbing your toe. Miss J said she had a crisis. That's funny. I appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about besides Miss J toe? Big toe. Got the big toe. Let me see. Send y'all out with my boy real quick. Put my boy Meal Ticket on here, man. Salute to the Meal Ticket. I see him been popping his face up. So you know what that means. We gonna have a Friday party soon. Hopefully. I don't know what he gonna do. He do what he wanna do, but we probably have a Friday party here shortly. Salute to the Meal Ticket. And I got all permission to play any of his material. FTX. All right, let's see what quality NFT said. He said, "Be careful in this environment. You don't want to be an unregistered security. You're trying to help. Know the rules." FTX. Be careful in this environment. You don't want to be an unregistered security. You are trying to help. Know the rules. What? Man. NFT. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm trying to listen. So you saying it's not a good idea? It's the one next to the big toe. Ooh. You saying it's not a good idea to do that? Like I can't give somebody something? All right, well, maybe what's up, 27 Darren? Maybe NFT know what he talking about. Cause I just was thinking about that. So what would I do if I wanted to like have a cause I saw other YouTubers doing that. They like make a portfolio for the channel, right? And it'd be like a public channel account to where they saying it's for the channel. But in my brain while I'm watching, I'm like, man, y'all gonna sell that and keep all that money for yourself. It ain't for the channel. But I want to give it to somebody. So you saying if I made a portfolio and I gave it to somebody that would classify me as a security? Putting money together. Yeah, I don't want to mess nothing up. So maybe I'm gonna do some research. I don't know, brother. If you must know what you talking about. So I ain't trying to become no security. I ain't fooling with the government. I'm actually just trying to help. But I just saw somebody else doing that, and I had an idea. Like maybe if we had a portfolio channel and we could give it to somebody, like make a portfolio and give it to somebody so they could start their investing career that way. Like maybe a youth, something like that. But I don't know. Maybe I just keep doing what I'm doing. until I know a little bit more. I don't want to mess nothing up. Cause I ain't trying to get in no trouble with the SEC. I definitely am trying to help. And whatever I say on here is not financial advice. It is my opinions, my thoughts, my ideas. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell anything. He said, please do your research. All right, bet. I got you, brother. 100. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy. I'ma definitely research that. But yeah, we gonna play this meal ticket. This is one of my favorite songs on him. We gonna I got all authorization to play his song. That's my brother from another mother. So I'm good. And yeah, we gonna go out to this song. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Shout out to everybody that came in the chat. And I appreciate you, Mr. NFT, Quality NFT, for coming. You can add you might want to protect yourself because people start acting crazy when they give you money. I bet. Well, I appreciate Quality for coming because he seems like he knows what he's talking about this investing stuff. So it's always good to have like minds. And I appreciate everybody in the chat. And I'm definitely going to do my research. I don't want no smoke. So we're not going to turn this into no money-making thing. I just was thinking about that. I thought it was a good idea. But salute to everybody. And let's hear Meal Ticket song real quick. Shout out to Meal Ticket, man. Let's go live, Meal Ticket. Where you at, man? Friday, baby.
Yeah, they gonna feel a fucking pain in this one.
So monumentally,
It's rare form. Other side, they don't show you.
Take a walk.
Let me enlighten you.
Yep.
Let me enlighten you.
So special.
Young nigga coming up in the inner city, where you either be the killer or the one they killing. Yeah, them bitches say they love you when they set you up, but my dog showed me the game, Highness, bet that up. Little niggas gotta hustle, ain't shit at home. Little queen selling a pussy just to get a phone. Invest in some real estate, nigga, build a home. Write a business plan and see if you can get a loan. But that's the shit they don't show you on the Instagram. Tell you model shake your ass and you gon' get a fan. Yeah, he's showing all his money trying to be the man. Let's see if your niggas riding when you in the can. Fed case got you shedding all the dead weight. Facing 25, your niggas got the shell case. I try to show the vision, niggas what's the older listen. Bitches don't love you the same when you in the prison. Visitation got you waiting, niggas come up missing. Get your money, little nigga, focus on the mission.
Yeah, get your money, nigga. Money, nigga. Red Bull. Gotta draw the distance, the location unlisted. Hunger Game, pick a district, shit is vicious. The streets are crooked like politicians. Got a vision, get my family off of government assistance. Karma's a bitch, and she's coming back for vengeance. Burn sage, cause you've been burning bridges. The war zone's conflicted. Every bed is a profit in the prison. Money paid my nigga a football number, double digits. Straight bullet, went through the kitchen, hit an infant. Murder was the case, 25 to life conviction. They took his soul from him. Yeah, he left behind a whole youngest. Dog won't be coming home to see his son homecoming. I was on parole thugging, skipping states the whole summer. Trying to beat the system like it stole something. So blunted, heart too frozen, got my nose running. Know that you can take L's long as you grow from it. Trapped in the belly of the beast, just rip the whole stomach. Gotta live your life to the fullest and make the most of it. Repenting for my sins, the devil got my phone number. Get through that and you become GOAT from it. Roll running.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. That's one of my favorite songs off his album. You guys go download it. It's called Soul Purpose. As you look on the screen, watch Bitcoin. Look at it. See, it's going down. This is why you don't run into it like that when you see the spike. Just be mindful. 21, 22, 18. 18, green light. 21, 22, walk cautious. 18, green light. Might retest its lows at 15, right? But it might not get back that low. God bless you too. Shout out to Nene. Shout out to Miss J. Shout out to NFT. Shout out to Miss Lonnie for pulling up. 27 Darren. Black in the building. Appreciate all y'all. Without y'all, it ain't no channel, man. So just remember that. Appreciate y'all, man. Alright, we out of here.